Welcome back to the Navy Coaches Series, and joining me now is one of the newest varsity coaches here for Navy Athletics, the women's rugby head coach, Murph McCarthy, entering your 11th season here at Navy. Just finished your third season coaching the women's rugby team, and now the women's rugby team has been elevated from club to varsity status. How are you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. This has been something that the team and the alumni have been kind of shooting for a while, and it's taken a lot of hard work by a lot of folks, but here we are, mission accomplished, and pretty excited about it.
The team was just at the national championships. You finished as runner-up for the national title. What was that moment like to tell the squad that they were being elevated to varsity status?
Well, I tell you what, we were still kind of limping around physically and mentally from losing in the final down there in Atlanta for the Sevens National Championship. But when the news broke the next day, that was a nice consolation. This is a big step for the program. We're very excited.
A lot of Navy fans might not know too much about rugby. You have sevens, which you see in the Olympics, which is 7-on-7, and you have 15s, which is 15 versus 15. What are some of the other nuances that fans should know about this team?
Well, you got the different amounts of players on the field, but it's the same field. So the sevens is a lot more wide open. When somebody's new to rugby and they watch sevens, they're like, oh, I think I got this figured out. Like, I can understand what's going on here. When it gets 15-on-15s, then it takes a little more instruction, a little more stopping the footage, explaining some things. But it's essentially the same, tactics and fundamentals. It's just spread out a little when it's on sevens.
How's the best way that a fan can learn about the sport of rugby and some of the little nuances in the game?
Well, I wish I could have said this when I was a kid, but YouTube. Okay. So you can watch almost any international match out there, men's, women's, sevens, 15s. That'll build your knowledge pretty quickly. If you watch a lot of the American broadcasts, they'll kind of walk you through what's going on and why it's happening.
You're an alum of the United States Naval Academy. What does it mean to you to become the first varsity coach in women's rugby history here?
I'd say I probably giggle out loud twice a week. And that was before we even went varsity. I mean, as any of the coaches here on the staff will tell you, coaching midshipmen's different, and by different I mean it's better. It's awesome. Like this is a different type of demographic we have here. It's all people that swore to defend the Constitution of the United States and go be a midshipman and serve afterwards. So it's a little different, but like I said, the different part is that it's better. These are great kids, and it's fun.
And lastly, what do you want fans to know about the women on your program that have been grinding for so long, and now they will be competing as varsity athletes here at Navy?
Well, anything you put in front of them, they kind of crush. I mean, we won the 15s national championship for D1 in the fall, and nearly won it for the sevens. So as they take this step up to a varsity program, they're just going to work even harder because there will be, some more resources and more advantages to them and the program as a whole. So I'm really looking forward to see what they can do with more.
Coach, thanks so much for joining me. Congrats on the elevation from club to varsity status, and best of luck in the upcoming season.
You bet. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.